Shadows of Power, the complete story of the Epstein files. For decades, a shadow hung over the world's elite. It was a story of money, influence, and a web of abuse that reached the highest corridors of power. But for years, the full truth was buried in sealed court documents. Today, we are opening the files. This is the complete timeline of the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, from the first failure of justice to the unsealed lists that shook the world. To understand the files, we must go back to 2005. Police in Palm Beach, Florida, began investigating a wealthy financier named Jeffrey Epstein after parents complained that he was abusing their underage daughters. The evidence was overwhelming. Yet in 2008, a controversial plea deal was struck. Instead of a life sentence for federal sex trafficking, Epstein pleaded guilty to lesser state charges. He served just 13 months, much of it on work release, allowing him to leave jail during the day. For 10 years, it seemed he had gotten away with it. But the victims did not stay silent. A woman named Virginia Giuffre filed a civil defamation lawsuit against Epstein's former girlfriend and associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. It is this lawsuit, Giuffre versus Maxwell, that would eventually create the Epstein files. In July 2019, the hammer finally dropped. Federal prosecutors in New York charged Epstein with sex trafficking. This time there would be no plea deal. However, the criminal trial never happened. On August 10, 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his jail cell. The medical examiner ruled it a suicide. With Epstein dead, the public demanded to know who else was involved. The focus shifted to Ghislaine Maxwell. In 2021, she was found guilty of sex trafficking and conspiracy to commit sex trafficking. She was sentenced to 20 years in federal prison. But while Maxwell was behind bars, the documents from her civil lawsuit remained sealed under court order. These documents contain the names of associates, employees, victims, and powerful figures mentioned in testimonies. For years, legal battles were fought to keep these names hidden. Then, in January 2024, the secrecy ended. A judge ordered the unsealing of nearly 1,000 pages of documents. The internet dubbed this the Epstein list. It is important to clarify what these files actually are. Being named in these documents does not automatically mean a person was accused of a crime. The list includes victims, witnesses, police officers, and people who simply flew on Epstein's plane or attended his parties. The files confirmed high-profile associations. Prince Andrew was heavily featured, stemming from Virginia Giuffre's allegations against him. Allegations he has always denied and later settled out of court. Former President Bill Clinton was mentioned dozens of times. The documents confirmed he traveled on Epstein's plane, though he has denied visiting Epstein's private island. President Donald Trump was also named in the documents. While he was known to be a former social acquaintance of Epstein, the files did not contain accusations of wrongdoing against him. Other names included legal scholar Alan Dershowitz, magician David Copperfield, and scientist Stephen Hawking, mostly appearing in contexts related to refuting allegations or attending events. The files painted a picture of a man who collected powerful people like trophies, using their proximity to shield his criminal enterprise. So where do we stand today? As of now, Jeffrey Epstein is dead. Ghislaine Maxwell is serving her sentence at a low-security federal prison in Florida. Her expected release date is not until the late 2030s. The release of the files in 2024 provided vindication for the victims who fought for transparency, but it did not result in a wave of new arrests. For many, the files serve as a grim historical record rather than a new indictment. The Epstein saga serves as a permanent warning about the intersection of wealth and justice. While the files are now open, the question remains, was full justice ever truly served? Thanks for watching.